This skit comes from the 14th chapter of Matthew, verses 22 through 33. Jesus began his earthly ministry in the region of Galilee. People followed Jesus everywhere he went. They wanted to hear him teach about the kingdom of God. After a long day of teaching near the Sea of Galilee, Jesus said goodbye to the crowds. He then told his disciples to go ahead of him in a boat. The boat drifted out to sea. Jesus then went up on a mountain to pray.
Yes.
Late at night, the disciples' boat was far from shore. The winds began to blow. The water grew rough and choppy. Thunder boomed in the sky. The waves pounded against the boat, and the disciples became afraid.
No luck.
Andrew, where are the life jackets?
I thought you had them, John. Both of you knuckleheads forgot the life jackets. Maybe. We're dead.
Very early in the morning, the disciples saw something coming toward them. It was Jesus walking on the water as if it were solid ground. As Jesus approached the disciples, they cried out in fear.
It's a ghost!
Jesus called out to them.
Do not be afraid, it is I.
Lord, if it is really you, let me walk on top of the water with you.
So Jesus said,
Come forth.
Peter climbed out of the boat and began walking on the water toward Jesus. But Peter began to notice the wind. And the booming thunder. Peter became frightened and began to sink into the dark, turbulent water. Peter cried out,
Lord, save me!
Jesus reached out and caught hold of Peter.
Thank you, Lord.
Why did you doubt me? Is your faith really so small?
Jesus and Peter got back into the boat. The winds immediately stopped. Everything was calm. Not only could Jesus walk on the water, his power could control the wind and the waves. The disciples worshipped Jesus and said,
It's true. You really are the Son of God.
That concludes the Tuesday night skit. The main point of the lesson was that Jesus proved he was God's Son. The verse for that night was John chapter 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God. Believe also in me. The end.
Amen.